Hello everybody. Today I'm here to kind of talk you through the Zero to Hero event, and after this we're going to be showcasing the team in some regular battles as well with Hercules at 7 stars. And I gotta say, this is one of the hardest teams for me to wrap my head around. I think I learned just how to be good at this event specifically, with also looking up some things and trying to find help from other players. But this first battle here, I'm going to be showing 2 battles and the second one's going to be cut off. This first battle is me just not knowing what to do whatsoever. The placement of my characters is completely random. So that's, just don't keep that in mind is what I'm saying. Some people are always like, you got to put these characters in certain places. I do change it around. I don't know how much better that is, but to me I thought it was better. So the gimmick of this is Hades starts out being invincible, and the only way to really get rid of that is the Mortal Potion, or you can wait for it to run out, or when he has it, if you kill one of his allies, he will lose one of them. So there are a bunch of different ways that you can get rid of that invincibility. Once he gets down to half health, he will become invincible for 2 rounds again. That's kind of the thing you have to work around, and if you have any effects on him, they will be taken off when he becomes invincible again, so you need to keep that in mind too, which was the biggest thing for the final battle for sure. But this one was kind of just me working my way through slowly but surely, so it's going to take a while. But also just kind of learning what each of the characters do. There isn't a really hard-hitting character. When I think of the Big Hero 6 team, I know what I want to do with each of those characters immediately. They each have their own role to play, but I have a lot of trouble figuring out what role each character should be doing. Like, for example, I have no idea what to do with Pain and Panic, and therefore I believe I'm going to be switching him out for Hercules when I actually showcase them all together. Plus, then I can actually just do the hero campaign since they are actually a villain. But Pegasus makes the most sense to me. He's got 2 moves, which are pretty simple. One is just a basic attack, and the other one gives everyone evade and another one. Or not evade, but blindness? I forget what it's called, but it allows you to evade their attacks. And then it also deals damage to all the characters, which is really great. And then he also does a protect move when characters get hit. I think they get to a certain amount of their HP. So that's really cool too. I think that's specifically just for mythical characters or the Hercules team. And then Meg has one pretty hard-hitting move, which is pretty great, and then one that gives you you lose attack, half attack? I forget what it's called. And then just a basic attack. And then Phil is pretty supportive. He can give everybody haste, and he can also, what can he do? I forget. Oh, he also gives an ally magic and a better chance to crit, I think. Alright, so we did beat Hercules there, which means we finished the battle. That too, I forgot to mention. All I have to do is beat Hades, so it doesn't really matter about all the other characters. Okay, so this is cut in at a part of the final battle here. So what I've done is I've gotten him past a half health, and I'm just about to get the Mortal Potion, which you need to have him targeted to use, and then it will get rid of, or it will do a bunch of damage to him basically. So it doesn't matter that I'm taking a bunch of damage. I don't have enough time to explain what I did up to this point, but I played this for a very long time, and this was the round that I knew I was about to win. So I got him down to halfway, and I got the Mortal Potion, which is exactly what you need to do. Literally, if you do that, you just win. So at that point, you just need to survive so Hades can attack, and you win. I feel like I didn't get a very good chance to explain what I was doing there, but I basically was surviving until I got to that halfway point, and then once I got past that, I was able to use the Mortal Potion. So if you get that before the halfway point, do not use it. But it's also very helpful if he has the counters, because then for sure you're going to be doing a bunch of damage to him once he uses his move. Okay, so I'm leveling up Hercules, and now we're going to start showcasing him. So I've gotten Hades up to Gear Tier 5, which I hope is good enough for the sake of the showcase. I don't really know Hercules' moves, But I imagine he is the character that is the hard hitter, considering that we don't have one yet. But we'll just have to see. Like I said, I'm going to be taking out Pain and Panic. I don't know if that's the correct move, but out of simplicity, I'm going to be going into the Heroes campaign, so it just makes the most sense to do it that way. So let's go into this random battle here. Bring them all in. Might be a little annoying to find them all. Oh, and then I should probably try to actually put them where they should be, where I think they should be, which I forgot to explain before, what my thought process was with that. Trying to find Hercules. I guess he's farther down. There he is. So I was putting Phil back here, so then he has enough adjacent opponents so that he can actually give enough people haste. I thought that made sense to me. Dang it, I can't find anybody. I was trying to look for Phil. Oh, there he is. And then Hermes, I don't know if it mattered. I really liked putting Pain and Panic in the middle. I really did. Most of the time they're using stealth, so they're not going to get attacked anyways. But if they are going to get attacked, it's nice to have them right there. And then finally Meg. Where is she? I had Meg in the front as well as Hermes, I think. Yeah, so this is how I had it. I don't know if Pegasus in the back is all that great. But that's how I had it. I think I'm just going to stick with it because I liked how it went. It's funny because the Mortal Potion was really the big thing about that event. The characters were just like there to survive. And some had gimmicks that were helpful, but most of them just were not helping me. So this one is just a big attack, but if you have haste or the enemy has haste, I think, you also do damage to adjacent opponents. So we're not going to do that yet because we don't even have haste. So let's just do this one. So I don't know anything about Herc here. Just regular attack 2 times, 1 purge, 1 helpful effect, yada yada. Gain 2 protect to a max of 5. Gain 1 counter up to a max of 5. And then also deal 3, 9, 3, 8 damage to a target opponent. So a lot of stuff there. And Strength of the Gods, deal up to 1,458 damage to all opponents. If this ability deals a critical strike, inflicts... Okay, so that sounds pretty great. But we got to work up to it. So let's just do this one and see what happens. Okay, Herc is awesome. I played against some Hercs and they're really hard. So this move is really good too. Like I said, blind. It was blind, and then I forget. There's something else it inflicts. I guess we just look. Yeah. So it also can do that one, the offense down. And then this one, you grant 1 magic for whichever one of you're choosing. This one, you gain haste for 1 turn. And also your adjacent opponents. And then this one's just an attack. So let's do the haste again. I guess it wasn't that necessary, but we also got to see him interact with Hercules, which is pretty funny. So now, well, there's not any adjacent opponents, so I guess this won't really work, but let's just do it anyway. If there were opponents next to them, they also would have taken about the same amount of damage. Finally, Meg here. This one's the really strong hitting attack, and then it also inflicts helpful immunity? I don't remember that, but it also... Oh, Hercules will assist. I didn't even know that. But it also... It was doing a harmful effect on the characters, but I don't know what it's called. Okay, so let's do this one. That's pretty crazy. So Hercules was clearly the character we were missing here. He is just beefy. I really like the decision of taking Pain and Panic out of this equation. I honestly just don't know how to use them. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't want the other teammate's basic attack most of the time. Actually, the one basic attack of the main sword user in that event, you actually healed sometimes when you attacked, so that was good, and it helped me survive sometimes. I actually got a chip for him, so that's cool. Do I need these? Yeah, I do. Is this 3? I don't know. I would assume it probably is. We should also try to do a harder one as well. And I think I'm just going to do one more after this one and then call it quits. But clearly, already. Hercules is insane, and I only have him at tier 5. I really don't see the point in using that the strongest Hermes move right away. I think it makes the most sense to use his middle one first. So I might want to save that Pegasus one because that's pretty good. Pegasus' basic attack is pretty cool too. I don't know if we'll get to see his like protect ability, but that's really good too. Oh, and then I also think when a teammate kills, that Pegasus heals them. I never really saw that because you don't kill that much in that event, especially at the gear tier that I'm at. So let's have him dance again with that is so weird. I think it might be a training thing and not dancing, but it sure does look like dancing. So no Jason opponents again, so let's just do this. I got his magic increase. This team is awesome together. They sucked with that Hercules, so now they're just doing amazing. He got his magic all the way up to do that move again, and I didn't even use him yet. I still want to wait to use that. I don't think we've done that one yet. It's pretty simple, but it also gives the magic increase, which is good. There's Hercules' basic attack, which we're getting so much magic increases that we're probably never even going to use that, typically. This team is genuinely really good. I think. It seems like they're doing good. I guess I'm going against pretty easy teammates, or opponents. That might just kill them. Yeah. Okay. I think we should go to a really hard one and see how it goes. I'm genuinely curious. Because that one is pretty low down, to be fair. Let's go to like the final battle. I doubt they're gonna... I don't know. I really don't know. Let's see. I'm really curious. I'd assume it's gonna be 3 battles, right? It's the final fight here. Yeah. Okay, so let's do this, and then let's just kill this guy for no reason. Well, is it gonna kill? No, it didn't. Okay. Let's also do this, because I'm kind of afraid now. But he should get a lot of magic increases, I would imagine, so... And we get so many, like, there's... Phil and Hermes both give haste, like, constantly, as well as when you kill with... what's his name? With Pegasus, or, like... When you get a kill, Pegasus... I think gives you haste too, as well as heals you, which is really good. Because when I was playing the event, I was like, man, no one has a healing move. That kind of sucks. But Pegasus does heal you. It's just, in that event, I was not killing anybody. The characters are constantly healing themselves. It's really hard. That event is definitely one of the hardest ones I played. I remember also having trouble with the Big Hero 6 one. But I think I had Big Hero 6 up to tier 7, which is maybe more telling. But I also didn't know what I was doing at the time either. But yeah, once I kind of figure out what to do, I kind of want to explain it again. You really just have to survive and get Hades down to that first halfway point. So then when you get, or either save up that mortal potion, or hopefully you get to that point as you're getting the mortal potion, which is what happened to me in that round, but also was not typically what happened. I got Hades to attack super early. I think it was just luck of the draw. And then I was able to get him to get rid of his invincibility super quick. And then what am I trying to say? And then I was able to get him down to the next level. And like I think oh, here's what I did. Some more characters will probably spawn in at that point, and they have a really low amount of health. They're super easy to kill, and like I said, when you kill somebody in that event, Hades loses one of his invincibilities. So you then are able to... oh, also, Herc has invincibility right now. I don't even know how that happens. I think that's one of his passive things here. But that's really good too. Look at just how many things he has. They're all really great. I forget entirely what I was just saying about the Hades attack. But I was able to get rid of 2 enemies and then get rid of his invincibility completely. Or maybe just 1 enemy and then he also attacked. So then his invincibility was gone. Because it does go away after each attack. And then after that, he also put on the 5 counters, which, like I said, allows you to replace 3 of those with like 2 times the killing the poison, I guess. and that'll basically kill him. With the Mortal Potion, I guess you should say. So at that point, when he uses those counters, don't attack him so that you can replace them with the Mortal Potion's effect. And make sure, again, you are targeting him when you use the Mortal Potion, because I didn't understand that was part of it. But you actually need to be targeting the character you want that effect to happen to. Okay. So that was my showcase of the Hercules team. Again, I got a very good understanding of the Zero to Hero event, but I'm also not that confident with the team. But like clearly I was not paying attention to what I was doing at all, and we just beat the hardest level in the Heroes campaign. They seem really good, and Hercules specifically is just like crazy, and all of his teammates help him so much. They just start helping each other over and over again, which is something that you just do not see in the Zero to Hero event, which is so weird to me. But okay, I'm clearly like jazzed about this team. I kind of want to either level them up or just try to start using them, which is kind of crazy because I've been really dedicated to the Big Hero 6 team here. But it seems really interesting. I'm curious. Let me know what you think and how you can help me in any way, because I'm still not that great. I don't know what I'm doing completely, so please let me know. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Oh, also, I'm going to be doing the big Beauty and the Beast event pretty soon, too. I almost have all those characters to Tier 6, too. So that should be coming fairly soon. I worked on them at the same time. I just got Hercules done first. Okay, goodbye.